Whenever you mention Colombia to anyone, the first thing that pops up in one's mind is drugs and Escobar. People think of Colombia as poor, backwards, and dangerous. If they only knew the truth. My journey began with a talk of flight from Belize International Airport to El Salvador. After 1.5 hour layover in El Salvador and a delicious Subway sandwich, I boarded an Avianca flight, destination Bogota, Colombia. On board the aircraft, I began to reflect on all the scary stories my friends had told me about Colombia, and as I sat in the shadow casted by the blinds of my window, I admit I was scared of my future. A lady sat next to me and slept for the entire 3 hour flight. Sometimes she was snoring so hard, and other times she was drooling on herself. She must have had a very long night. Bogota, Colombia. Altitude 8,315 feet. Temperature 58 degrees Celsius. Population 7.5 million people. An airport that never sleeps. A city that never sleeps. Lit it up like a Christmas tree, thousands of planes land and take off each day. There is the altitude and temperature in meters and Celsius for those who like SI units. In Cali, I stayed at the Torre de Cali Plaza Hotel, a 37-story high-rise building overlooking the city. The next day, all the cyclists were shipped to Buga via bus. In Buga, we stayed at the Guadalajara Hotel, a 4-star colonial-style hotel with all the modern amenities, fancy restaurants, jacuzzi, large swimming pool, and of course, free Wi-Fi. Here is where I saw the tallest palm tree in my life, over 100 feet tall. At the Guadalajara Hotel, there are always events going on, such as beauty pageants, graduations, and expos. There are always confusions the first day of any event. Cyclists don't know where their rooms are or where to go. But since I was organized, they quickly gave me my keys and I was off to my room. No one can go to Buga and escape visiting El Basilica de los Milagros. Over 3 million pilgrims flock to this church each year. This majestic basilica is over 200 years old and holds 8 to 10 mass services each day. In the courtyard floor in front of the basilica, there is a sign that says, "Vale más la libertad de una persona que la posesión de una imagen," which means it is more important someone's freedom than the image he owns. Downtown Buga is like any Latin American city. Small streets, lots of cars, lots of motorcycles, lots of people shopping, and many stores and shops. The Pan American Masters Championship held 3 disciplines in Buga: the individual time trial, the individual road race, and the criterium. There were over 250 participants, and they ranged from 30 to 65 years old. Oh, and that's me leaving the start house. At any event, there are many attractions, like these 8-foot-tall kids who walked on stilts. There were also women masters, as we can see them here leaving the start line. The male masters race was divided into 6 groups depending on your age. I can tell you the lower categories were brutal. The Argentinians were giving the Colombians a lot of problems in their home soil. There is Belize representing the flag. There were 17 countries represented from North to South America. In the 45 to 49 age group, an Uruguayan easily took a Colombian in the sprint. Colombia was not having a good day. Nevertheless, Colombian fans loved the cycling. And for the winners, the podium and their medals. And for them, their day in the spotlight.
Yep.
Cycling is like a religion in Colombia. There are thousands of cyclists and everyone supports the sport. On my way home, I met a Colombian girl who told me she had ridden 20 kilometers to take food for her husband. She must be a good wife, and he must be a happy husband.